there's a fella in New York, Fisher is his last name, who was suing someone because he didn't get hired because he was white. If you can Google that, look that up. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, Tyler Fisher, I know him.
Really?
Yeah, I know. He's a funny dude. Does a lot of impressions, great voices.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think he was just in the movie, The Daily Wire, like the Shapiro's production company. He's in that movie, that Western movie. He has like a big part in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says right here, this is something he tweeted. I'm currently suing a talent manager who told me they wouldn't work with me because I'm a white man. They just asked how much money I want to settle out of court. Update, I will not settle. I will take this all the way, even if I don't get a dime. This justified racism must end.
He's going all the way with it, I guess.
He was trying to find a talent manager in October when he first connected with AGI Entertainment. I was ready to sign the papers. That's when the conversation took a turn. AGI assistant Alex Brizzle said, "We love you. Everyone here loves you. This thinks you're a star, but we're not taking you because you're white." And that's when my stomach dropped.
Wow, this is interesting. He's now suing the company in Brooklyn Supreme Court. Like, he's really doing it. That's like the highest you can go, and obviously, but damn.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Shit.
Yeah, go down a little bit more. Can we see anything else from the article?
That's wild that they would say that to him. That's...
My therapist always said, make sure you get things recorded. So I hit record during the call.
Ooh.
Which he took while in his podcast studio. He said to him, so you guys like me, you want to work with me, you know I've got what it takes, but the only reason is because I'm white. And the person responded, yeah.
Wow, and he has it on tape.
Damn.
You got to be careful with comedians nowadays. We all got podcast equipment.
Recordings are going, man. Yeah. That's interesting because, and it lets you know how other people felt. The second you hear that because I'm white, it makes you feel like how black people must have felt, or Mexican or Native. I mean, just anyone who's never had the opportunity because of their skin, you know?
Yeah, it's not right no matter who you're saying it to. I felt it when I was in Finland, and like, you know, because in Finland, they're like whiter than, they're as white as it can get.
Yeah.
On the white scale, they go, and there was like some like dudes who were like drunk and targeting me because they thought I was like Romanian or Romy or something, because I'm a little darker and dark features and big eyebrows, and it felt horrible.
Wow.
It feels really, but it was like the only time I felt, I guess, not white.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So there is a little something to this white privilege thing.
You weren't white enough.
Yeah, I wasn't white enough, which made me feel like I was other. It was the only time I really felt other. And it's not a good feeling, you know, but maybe it's a good thing.
You should have cut an album.
I should have cut an album.
Yeah, who knows, dude?
Yeah, I should have stayed in Finland and been that, and then fucking just did my whole hour about that.
Oh,
yeah.
You should have stayed over there. No, you should have played ball over there. You should have you should have like gotten into that's when talent comes out of you.
Yeah.
You know, when you're oppressed,
when
man.
you're squeezed.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're squeezed.
That's when talent comes out of you, man. Wow, this is going to be interesting because he said that a lot of people reached out to him and said, privately saying, this happened to me. I too am afraid to speak out. The interesting thing is how a lot of the people that work at these places are white.
Yeah, and they're the ones saying it. Yeah.
And they're the ones telling people, oh, you're white.
Yeah. It's weird. I have a little experience with this because, like we were talking about off camera, I had this character that I created that is trans and Latin. And, now it's censored on YouTube. It has a warning on it. And the people who love that character are trans, gay, Puerto Rican, black. That's the fan base for it. So it's almost like, the warning, whoever put that warning on was probably white.
That's it.
Going like, hey, this is bad, I get, and you're like, dude, have you ever met a Puerto Rican person?
Yeah.
Do you even know a trans or gay person? So it's weird, yeah.
Wow, I'm really curious as to see how this is going to shake out. He said he's not going to take the money, but that money could get pretty high.
That money could get pretty high, yeah.
That money could get pretty high.
Maybe he'll say he'll donate it to the ACLU, like Amber Heard, and then he won't. But I guess what would be the equivalent to the ACLU for white guys?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
but it does feel weird. Like if you want to talk to if you wanted to have a meeting for just white guys who feel a certain type of way, you couldn't do that, or it would be looked down upon. Whereas I don't think that's fair because I feel like you could always have a meeting for any other ethnicity, even when they were when they were really feeling oppression, because it's, I mean, they were oppressed,
Yeah.
but I feel like you should be, if you wanted to have a meeting with Caucasians or with, some people that are Irish or black and Irish or white, or I met a guy yesterday who was Japanese and Native American. That guy should be he can probably have a meeting,
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is?
Do you feel like, I mean, anybody should be able to, I mean, now I guess if people are meeting and saying like, fuck these other people, then that ain't cool.
Well, I guess just historically, if a couple white guys get together and they have a meeting, it's a lot of times it's not good.
Yeah.
If it's more than 10 and they're just like, we're having a meeting, you just like, all right, what are you guys meeting about?
Of course. But I guess, I don't know. I guess in my heart, I feel like people have moved on so much from that. Maybe people haven't.
I think most people have, but maybe this is just kind of karma. Maybe this is the check coming for all the bad shit white people did. Maybe this will get white people to feel a little bit what it felt like, and then hopefully like we can all go, okay, now we all know. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is just the consequences of it, I guess. But Martin Luther King didn't want that, right? He wants everyone to just be chill. And like character is based on your character, not what you look like, but...
Yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely, even like touring certain places, you see that like the damage that like colonization and stuff called it, just in like, and even when I think, oh, like, would it be better to be back at our roots? Like, and it'd be like literally like, wishing that we had more of the native connection to our land and stuff that it seemed like maybe we once did, as humans.
Yeah, the Native Americans were definitely more in balance with nature for sure.
Yeah.
But also it's like the white people don't care about other white people. That they like this whole thing where they make us a monolith and think we're all like, white people don't care.
Yeah.
Like when a white dude gets killed or something, like there's no white people meet. Like Irish people don't care about Italians. Like Greeks don't care about Italians. Like regular Americans aren't thinking about Italian Americans. Like we're not unified. Like they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have that great joke where you're going like, where you're like, you think I would take your shit, move right next door to you, and just not have it?
Yeah.
You're like, somebody else has both our shit. You're just like, you have no connection to this shit. You didn't do anything. You know what I mean? You just, my people don't care about your people. Like,
right.
If your people like, if something happened, there was like a hate crime in Louisiana against white people, against like your type of whites. I don't know what they would call those, Louisiana something.
Yeah, neighborhood whites, I guess.
Yeah, it's good old. The Greeks would be like, we would just go back to the diner or whatever.
Yeah,
we wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah,
we're not like one.
Right, I get. Yeah, I mean, it's all real interesting. I don't know. It is interesting when, but yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting because you do get an immediate idea of what it probably felt like. Of like, oh wow, people can't do this. I'm not allowed to do this. I mean, that's the fucking thing that drives everybody for anything.
Yeah.
One thing that's really like, I don't know. I mean, I'll always envy in some ways certain cultures and ethnicities because they have the best origin story. It's like, damn, you got the fucking, it's inside of you to fucking want to do something. It's baked into your genes because you have people that couldn't do it. Like, fuck, man, I would love, and maybe I have some of that, but I would love to have, that's the fucking sauce, baby.
You're right. Like even when it comes to like the sexual stuff we were talking, like someone who becomes a professional sex worker or porn star, there was something maybe in their life they didn't get, and now they become great at that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great at fucking. They're like, they take it to it's an art form.
Champs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, does anyone become great who was born with everything and a healthy family? Like, if Steve Jobs wasn't
Hunter Biden?
That's what happens, yeah.
I'm just joking. I mean, I don't know. Who the fuck knows,
But
man?
if Steve Jobs wasn't fucking dropped on a doorstep in a basket, we wouldn't have Apple.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have the motivation to be Apple if he wasn't like,
if he wasn't roaming out of the gate, huh?
Yeah, if he wasn't fucking Stevie left in a basket.
Oh, stair-step Stevie, huh?
Yeah.
So they called him that. Stoop Steve.
Stoop Steve.
Hey, Stevie.
Stoopy Steve.
Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And you can watch this one, you can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. Two options. Watch one. This one or this one.